We gotta ask her if she likes this car, yo, because if chicks dig it, then we gotta get more of these cars. No?
I'm gonna ask her if she sees all the lights on the dash.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to a new episode from Backyard Boys. If you guys are new to the channel, please lightly tap the subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on your post notifications. As you guys can see, we got the Audi S4 finally painted, and dang, it looks beautiful. This thing is just, come take a look over here. We got this place right here repaired as well. Everything's looking good. Obviously the gap is big, the painter just threw it back on for now, but our goal right now is to go ahead and set all the gaps, make sure everything lines up, make sure everything fits, put the grill on. Basically the end of this video, this whole front end is gonna be assembled. But boys, a lot of you guys have been commenting on my M5 reveal saying you guys want a Sienna build. Like, look at this thing. Dude, look at that quarter panel of that thing. So I'm actually gonna be repairing it as well. It's a car my brother bought for his family. So honestly, if you guys want something like that, I could probably do like an episode of that just for the jokes, you know, kind of like a side job Saturday type of deal. But yeah, boys, let's go ahead and start stripping this thing back apart, see what we need to do, start setting gaps, start putting all the bolts in, all the grills, assemblies, all that stuff. And then we do have a couple of lights in the car that I'm gonna go ahead and plug up the OBD2 and see what I can clear and see what we still need. Although we did realize we still need this right here, which is a adaptive cruise control sensor, goes behind the grill on Audis, and it's super expensive. Man, this car is premium top of the line package. It's got all them sensors and everything. So it's costing us an arm and a leg, but you gotta pay to play. So guys, let's go ahead and start stripping this thing in assembly. What do you say?
Well, let's do it. Let's get it done.
All right, guys, while we are flying through this project, I want to give you guys a quick progress update, show you guys what is happening. We went ahead and went with the OEM grill on the front end. I just love this OEM look, especially with the chrome belt moldings and all that good stuff. It just looks beautiful. I know a lot of people go with black grills, but I just love this one. I don't know, I'm an OEM plus person with mods. As you guys can tell, all my cars are pretty subtle, like this one here. This is actually going to go ahead and get the full bolt-ons and roughly around 500 wheel horsepower. I think that's the goal. So as you guys can tell, it has the stock wheels. You know, most of the stuff is stock on the car, but it's very planted and looks professional. That's kind of the idea with this car here. So I think the gaps are set. Unfortunately, the parts like the fender, all this stuff came with no bolts from the insurance auction, which is a humongous pain in the butt. But we are trying to get bolts sourced out to get the OEM look. We have these currently size 10 in there, although we need these T30 or T25. I forgot exactly what they are. Anyways, went ahead and set the gaps on the hood. So kind of a pain in the butt as well, but everything is done now. So this gap here, as you guys can tell, it's all even all the way through and follows up right here. Everything's good there. Can I close the hood or the door? All right, here's the door. We got everything followed through. Everything's looking good here. The fender looks a hair brighter. This just needs a buff, so that should be solid over there. That's just a butt match over there with the new fender. Here we got the gap pretty darn tight as well. Everything's looking good all the way through. A little bit of playing around right here, I'll do that in a little bit. And as you guys can tell here, the gap is set here as well. So right now what we're doing is setting the gaps on the headlights right here to the hood, making sure all of that is tight and even on both sides. And then from there we can go ahead and toss the front bumper onto the car, and then these bumper brackets may need to be adjusted to adjust this gap right over here. So guys, without further ado, let's get back into busting and getting this thing assembled. Anyways guys, it got dark on us, but we did get the majority of the car assembled, and it is looking so darn good. There's a couple of miscellaneous things still missing, and it is pitch black outside, so I can't really show off the car. So we're gonna go ahead and cut till tomorrow, and we'll show you guys the whole car, give it a good wash, clean her up, and yeah, we need some new tires. Yo, ask her if she thinks this car is rebuilt or not.
No.
Yo, ask her.
I don't know what that is.
Ask her if the front end looks mint. We gotta ask her if she likes this car, yo, because if chicks dig it, then we gotta get more of these cars. No?
I'm gonna ask her if she sees all the lights on the dash.
Anyways, boys, quick drive through in the S4. We still have a bunch of lights on the dash, although check engine light turned off, and we do need to buy a couple more things for the car, which I will tell you guys here in a little bit once we get outside and show you guys. Is it the guy? Oh, that was the guy that towed our car, the M5. But yeah guys, all right guys, we just pulled up to the car wash, and the whole front end is mint, but the rest of the car is extremely dirty. As you guys can tell, it's been sitting for a while, and from just transportations, all that stuff is dirty. So right now what we're gonna do is go ahead and give the car a good wash, and then after that we're gonna review all the things and how everything looks, and a couple of things that we're missing, which we gotta wait a couple of days till they come, so they're not gonna be installed in this episode. But everything else is pretty clean, although I do need to connect the OBD2 and see if I can clear the airbag light and all that stuff. So let's give her a wash and we'll go from there. All right guys, man, this looks so sick. I love this color, and everything is technically assembled, although we are missing a couple pieces, but don't be scared, we will get them, and it's just gonna take a couple of days to order them. You know, this car right here came from the auction with a lot of missing parts. The front bumper, the headlights, a lot of stuff was missing on the car. Radiators, I think we only had a couple of parts, and that is actually really hard to put together when a lot of things are missing, because on a car like this, where the front bumper has a bunch of sensors, has an adaptive cruise control sensor, all this extra jazz, it's very hard to source everything and to kind of know exactly what package this car is. We did our research, and we're still missing a couple of pieces. Maybe just in the fact of ordering parts, we didn't see it, or we thought we ordered it, but now that everything's together, we looked through the whole entire shop and we still are missing a couple of pieces. But look at this paint job, and look at everything is churning out so beautiful. Look at these gaps. Gaps are perfect on this side. I had someone comment on one of my videos saying, hey, you're so, like, you know, so concerned, or how you say it, about these gaps. And then right here, we do need to buff this fenders, or this door is a bit faded, but the color is pretty darn good. That gap there, and then we have this side gap over here. So everything is looking perfect. Honestly, the gaps is one of the huge things about a rebuild. For me personally, the first thing I notice when I look at a car is gaps. Like right off the bat, I'm gonna be like, oh, something's up there, and then you can kind of start detecting problems or previous work according to gaps. All right, over here we have the S4 badge, or the supercharged badge, and if I open the hood, it's a little bit dirty inside, but it's definitely gonna get detailed. Open the hood, I will show you guys a couple of stuff that is missing, which is pretty unfortunate, but it is what it is. So we got the air box that's missing. We ordered a new air box. It should be here anytime. And yeah, I know it's not that good to drive like this, but we only drove it to the car wash and back, so it's not a big deal. A couple of factory bolts missing. We ordered them from the dealer. We're gonna put them in and touch them up. That way they look the same as the OEM ones on this side here. Then we got this shield missing here, and we got this lower grille missing. But all that stuff is gonna be coming in pretty darn soon. But I'm gonna have to wrap up this episode and put all that stuff on maybe in the next episode, alongside with maybe some springs, some spacers, and potentially a different set of wheels, because these tires are shot, and maybe might as well get a new set of tires and wheels. Not sure just yet. But we do have one more thing we need to check out, which is the Christmas lights on the dashboard. After that gets checked out, I'm gonna wrap up the episode. Hopefully we can clear the majority of the stuff, like the airbag light. I'm not sure about the TPMS sensors, because that light is on as well. So yeah, the airbag light should be cleared, because it was missing headlights, or it's missing the front crash sensors, but they were under the headlights, and since the headlights were missing, the insurance company took them with. So let's go back to the house, clear everything up, and let me know, comment down below what you guys think of this build. This was a pretty complicated one. A lot of stuff has been changed on it, but it looks beautiful and stunning. Also, let me know honest opinion on this windbreaker right over here. This is just a test sample, so it is not live just yet, but it's very nice and comfy, and it's built by Champion, so it's some good quality stuff. But boys, let's go back to the house and hook up our OBD2 scanner and see what we got, what kind of codes, see what clears, and see what remains. Let's go. All right, guys, we are back at the house, and we are inside the S4, and our goal right now is to actually go ahead and clear that airbag light over there, and then that coolant light over there. That's the windshield. We need to fill up the windshield reservoir to get that light out. But these two lights up there, which is the adaptive cruise control, we can't clear those just yet until that sensor comes in. So here I have my launch little computer that's been handy for a couple years now. It's getting outdated, but this is a 2015, and this should work for this car. So let's see what we can do. So right here we see it says driver front airbag crash sensor, front passenger crash sensors. Those were under the headlights, those are gone. And then voltage too low, seat occupancy recognition function restriction due to under voltage. So hopefully these two will go away. I feel like those came up maybe because of a potentially dead battery, having to just kind of, or tweak the system, tweak the module, something like that. So let's go ahead and clear all that, and hopefully, fingers crossed, this all goes away. And it did. Airbag light is officially off now. So let's go clear. See, it says no fault code right here, no fault code here, and the airbag light is now officially off. We cleared everything. Now we got to go to the coolant fault, and I think it's in the engine electronics, so let's check it out. We'll see whatever is in this. So read fault codes, and we got a bunch of sensors. So we got an O2 heater sensor, lost communication with that. All this stuff is from and this stuff is not. So all this stuff is from the fact that the whole entire front end was disassembled and the car was started up, and it just basically tweaked, turned on a bunch of lights. So right now we're gonna clear and see what actually gets cleared and what still remains. So clear that fault code. Dang, dude. That was what?
Oh, buddy. I'm just kidding.
Oh, it's full though. Right at the tippy top. One exact one. Okay, go. All right. Anyways, guys, we have cleared all the codes. Everything is off besides that adaptive cruise control sensor, which goes, I think, somewhere around here. I'm not exactly sure because there's a connection over there. But that is the quality repair when you put everything together and all the lights are gone. Let me show you guys real quickly, confirm with you guys what is happening here. So you guys remember the airbag light, TPMS, all that jazz was on. You got the key? Give me the key. All right, so look at this. Ready? Boom, everything is off. Seat belt is gonna be off here in 1 second. Let me buckle up. And that is it. So that is the only light it's on. It's the adaptive light right there. And yeah, that's it, boys. This car is basically ready to go besides a couple parts. Alrighty, guys, well, that is gonna be a wrap for this episode. We got a ton of work done, got the whole entire front end assembled, got all them lights cleared, and we ordered all the miscellaneous pieces that were missing. Obviously, it's very hard, like I explained earlier, it's hard to get all those parts in, especially when you're overhauling a whole entire front end with missing pieces from the auction. But boys, thank you guys so much for all the love, all the support of this channel. If you guys do want to cop some merch, this one is not out just yet, and comment down below what you guys think of this one. This is actually a windbreaker. It's got a front pocket over here. It's built by Champion, so it's some good quality over here. I'm not sure if I'm digging this logo too much. I do like the red, but maybe a circle, something. We'll figure it out. But with that being said, once again, thank you guys so much for all the love, all the support, and I'll catch you guys on the next episode. Hopefully the next one will be an M5 video, because that thing is roaring and ripping already. It sounds amazing. Peace out.